All right, thank you so much, Steve, for staying with us. Now, let's begin the conversation. Like I said earlier, Senator Monday Okpebholo's 1 year in office, which was celebrated yesterday, 12th November 2025. I have live with me in the studio, Barrister Asemuta Nosayaba Esquire, who is the Secretary APC Edo South Senatorial Caucus, joining me on the show this morning to discuss this. Good morning and good to have you.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, let's begin. In your assessment, 365 days of Senator Monday Okpebholo, is it worth celebrating?
Thank you very much for that question. And I want to, first of all, to thank God. I'll thank the good people of Edo State for giving His Excellency, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, the opportunity to be the governor of this state. The last 1 year, which is 365 days, has witnessed tremendous and robust development in all facets of our state.
In which area?
First of all, in the area of infrastructural development.
Okay, what kind of infrastructures?
From the very first day he became governor, he hit the ground running in terms of massive infrastructural development in the educational sector. From the word go, he was able to constitute and assemble a very formidable team, where he, first of all, appointed a commissioner of education that embodies the vision and aspiration of our people. And what he did was that he was able to see it, to study the terrain, and he discovered that a lot of our educational institutions, primary schools, were in dilapidated condition. What he did was that he had to visit all those schools, and he observed that the previous government has not been able to put education as its priority. So
but they tried their best in their own capacity. So you can't really say they didn't do anything. They did their best in their own capacity.
They tried their best, but you cannot be introducing a policy like the last administration. They introduced the policy of Edo Best.
But it was hailed by the international agencies.
But a lot of international journalists came to Benin, and they were surprised that
those people hailed it as well.
Some of the international journalists who came to Benin were surprised that even in the metropolitan 3 local governments in our state, in Oredo, in Okpebholo, we are not even talking about the interland, like the two of yours, Uwonde and the
Oriomons and all that.
They were surprised that even when they came to the city center, they discovered that a lot of these schools were dilapidated. And what the governor did from the word go, because the governor knows the importance of education in the development of our state. So what he did was to tackle it head on. He went to those schools and he discovered that even some of our children in those schools, from primary 1 to primary 5, they were using just one classroom. And
but that is something that has been that is something that has been on. Even when I was still in primary school, I can vividly remember what you're saying right now. Sometimes they do combination of classes. It's been on for a very long time.
It is quite unfortunate that it is quite unfortunate that we have found ourselves in this situation. That is why the governor, who is a humane leader, because of that, he had to say, "Oh, we have to concentrate." And by the special grace of God, almost all the schools in the metropolis are being given priority attention in terms of infrastructural development. And Edo people are indeed happy to have a humane governor, somebody that embodies the vision and aspiration of our people, somebody that has redefined governance in Edo State, somebody that campaigned across the length and breadth of our state, talking about practical governance.
You might be talking from a point of view because you're a member of the ruling political party. But a lot of persons at home in another divide may not agree with you of what you've been saying, you know.
Everybody is entitled
to their opinion.
But however, even the opposition cannot deny the fact that the last 365 days in our great state has witnessed tremendous progress in all facets. Apart from the educational sector, what of the issue of the flyover that is currently going on at Ramat Park? I grew up in Benin. I'm a practicing lawyer. When the Court of Appeal was stationed at Aduawa, we normally pass through the houses. It takes us time for us to get to the Court of Appeal.
But those of us that stays in that axis right now, we are passing through a whole lot of pains because of the whole traffic situation in that area.
I sympathize with people that are staying there. But one thing you must understand is that when you are going through things, or if a woman wants to give birth now, the woman will definitely pass through pain.
Absolutely.
But after some time, oh, you see the joy. You see that burst of joy, burst of laughter coming out.
All right.
And that is what we are experiencing now. Yes, people are definitely passing through. But the governor has a robust plan to also create alternative routes.
But there's no alternative routes. That's the problem. That's the challenges we're facing in that axis.
The government presently, I'm not the Commissioner of Information.
Yes, I know.
As a member
of the ruling APC,
and as somebody that knows the governor, I know the governor will definitely listen to the cry of our people, because he's somebody that has the people at heart. As his priority.
We need to take a break. We'll go on a short break now for the conversation to continue shortly. It's the TMI on ITV Network. Stay with us.
TMI, every opinion counts.
All right, thank you so much, Steve, for staying with us on the program this morning on ITV. We're still taking a look at Governor Okpebholo's 1 year in office, 365 days as the governor of Edo State, the gains and the losses so far. I've been talking to my guest, Barrister Semutano Sayaba Esquire, the Secretary of APC Edo South Senatorial Caucus. But I'm being joined now with a political analyst, someone who also knows how politics plays in Edo, and the person of Osarity Ehigiamuso, who is a political analyst, joining us live in the studio. Good morning and good to have you, sir, on the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
Okay. So before you joined us, I was asking him, in his assessment, do you think the governor have done well for the past 1 year? Looking at the way things have played out.
He has done very well.
So when you say very well, what is your benchmark for very well?
Well, I was there yesterday and I saw all the things he has done and he's doing.
Are they feasible? Are they tangible?
Of course they are. I don't know the last time you went to Okpebholo to see the flyover.
That's my axis. I stayed there.
Okay. I was there last week. I actually went twice. I wanted to see the beginning and the end of it, and I was so impressed. And even what he started also at Saple Ruba. But
a lot of persons are saying these things are not needed. How true should that be? Now they are supposed to expand the road and not waste taxpayers' money on flyover bridges.
They've never had it, so they don't know what it is. Now that it's there, they're going to get the benefit of it. You see, what you don't have, you don't know how to use it, and you don't know what it is in your hand. But when you now have it, somebody asked me a few days ago and said, what is this? I said, well, you're traveling to Okpebholo now, and you have nothing to do in the market or the barrack, you just go overhead and go come down somewhere where there's no traffic. They'll get to know it later. But now that they've not started using it, they will understand it. But it's the best thing, not expansion.
Okay. Let me come to you. Let's look at his leadership style and some of the utterances, because there was one that was made during the inauguration of the commissioners, and it sparked outrage. When you're coming to council meeting, if you're wearing native, you don't wear the Asiwaju cap, don't come to the council meeting. But a lot of persons have had issues with that statement. The council chamber is not where you discuss politics. You discuss development. You discuss how to move the state forward. How does putting on a cap affect development?
Thank you very much. That issue of putting on a cap is just a way for the governor to thank Mr. President.
But he has been doing that all the same.
We will continue to thank Mr. President.
For what exactly?
Because of the fact that look at the reforms that are going on in the country today. If not for the fact that
hunger and inflation is a reform?
If not for the fact that the president supported, no, you cannot really say hunger. First of all,
but people are hungry. No, let's look at the reality of what's on ground.
No, Mr. President had to make a very, very tough decision, the removal of subsidy. Most of the governors are the major beneficiary of the subsidy removal.
But are they using it for the benefit of the people?
The governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, is using it for our people.
Is it right? The Constitution says that you have to get your federal allocation. So
a lot of projects, but you are forgetting so soon that in our country, that there were some governors that could not even pay salaries when the former president had sway. They could not pay salaries. So when you have a president that loves the people, that decide to say, oh, money should go to the governors because of the fact that the governors are more closer to their people. The project that is going on today in Edo State is a true testament to the fact that distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, the executive governor of Edo State, is utilizing the resources for our people. Look at most of the projects. my colleague just talked about the issue of flyover. Do you think a governor would embark on? So we are still expecting another one at this one. Do you think a governor can embark on such a humongous project?
But when they are campaigning, they tell the people they will provide dividends of democracy. So I don't think there should be need to overblow some of these things, because the Constitution already tells you that the purpose of government is security and welfare of the people. So when you are giving the people what you are supposed to give to them, should it be like a big deal? We
will continue to celebrate it because since 2008, we've not had a purposeful leadership like the one we have today. How purposeful is the leadership? Very well. Look at almost all the areas. Ambrose Ali University, for example. That school could not even pay salaries for many years. As soon as the governor took over government, he released a monthly subvention of over 500 million naira. As I'm talking to you right now, when was the last time you heard that they did not pay salary in AU? That is purposeful leadership. And
that's what he's supposed to do.
And that is what the governor is doing in all facets of our great state. Okay. And what we just need to do is to encourage him, to rally around him, because we have never had this good in the issue of our state since 2008. Okay. And that is why the governor must continuously remain focused. I'm not talking here because of the fact that I'm a member of the APC.
But that's what a lot of persons will think. And you're a lawyer by training, but a lot of persons will think you're doing that because you're a member of the ruling party.
I'm a lawyer, and I am somebody that was born and bred here. So I actually know the issues. Okay. Apart from that, I'm very close to the former governor. In short, he is my uncle. But when you see a leader that is humane, a leader that has the interest of the people at heart, a leader that is a rallying point, a leader that is a unifying factor, we will definitely be glad for having such leaders. So we want to thank God for giving us a leader like distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo. This is just 1 year, and this is what we are experiencing.
The controversies,
within the next 2 years,
the controversies playing between the Museum for West African Art, MOWA, don't you think it's political? Before I come to you, don't you think it's political? Something that will bring investment, attract investors into the state, but it seems like there's politics playing around it, or because the previous administration was a member of another party?
It's not because of that.
So what is the issue there?
No, if you want to look at it holistically, it is quite an embarrassment that
to the state
such major project is actually coming to the state, and the executive governor was not aware.
But it started under the previous administration.
Very well, but it was cladded
governance in secrecy. Is a continuous process.
Yes, but it was cladded in secrecy. You cannot talk about MOWA without actually carrying His Royal Majesty, our father.
But they said he was aware. They said he is
aware. No, if you say somebody is aware, somebody that is a custodian of our cultures and tradition, he has just come out to say, this is not what was intended. Okay. He wanted a Benin Royal
So the way the executive governor is handling it, is it the right process? He
has constituted a committee to that effect. Even Mr. President has even constituted a high-powered committee to that, chaired by the Minister of Arts and Culture.
Hanatu Musawa.
And by the special grace of God, everybody will come together to actually fashion a way out. Because, as you said, definitely it will provide so much economic benefit for our people.
The state, exactly.
But we must do things right. Okay. Our father, the Benin monarch, must be carried along. Okay. Because
he's the custodian.
He is the custodian of our customs and
heritage. Okay.
That I am a Benin man today. I am proud because of the fact that I have such a father as a symbol of Benin. Okay.
Let me come to you, Mr. Higiamoso. Let's look at the leadership of the governor down to the very local, which is the local government. He has constituted a committee, or rather the board of the local government, to conduct election come 2026, June, according to... Do you think the governor is carrying the local government along in his decisions? Because there's one thing about any governors that come on board. The first thing they do is to hijack the local government and hijack the House of Assembly, simply because of reasons best known to them. At the local government level, do you think the governor has done so much?
I think so.
Okay.
The thing is, driving here this morning, I was thinking, 365 days, and you can see all the projects. I've been in this seat from the beginning of democracy. Some governor at this time are still celebrating victory. But that's not what he celebrated yesterday.
What did he celebrate?
He celebrated projects.
Projects?
Yeah. He celebrated the works that he's doing.
Do they really need to celebrate all of these things? Because you can't stay 100 days in office, you celebrate 100 days, 200 days, you celebrate 200 days, one year in office, there's no time for development.
It's a way of telling the people what I am doing.
But if you're doing the right thing, the people will see it.
Of course they'll see, but like I said about Okpebholo just now, how many people will live here to go to Okpebholo if you don't tell them? It's not a journey that people go every time. There's nothing happening there in Okpebholo except the market women. Go there every 4 days or every 5, I don't know how many days they do their market. So for me, I believe the governor is reaching out to the grassroots by starting to organize the election for local government. Okay. Without that, local government is the extension of this project.
Of this project.
Yes.
Okay.
And without that, you can't really do nothing. And when you talk about hijacking the local government, that's what the problem has been.
That's where the problem has been.
Yeah.
Since the inception of democracy.
You know what I see about our governor?
Yeah.
He's prepared.
How prepared is he?
How prepared is he is what he's showing right now.
Okay.
If you're prepared, you show your preparedness. And you can see that by #1 constituting committee for the local government. Yeah. The House of Assembly is going on very well. The commissioner, the previous government, I don't know how many commissioners he had to work with, but we have enough commissioners right now that he can work with. And with them, he can reach even into the interior, even to the grassroots, people that will see and support them and support him, what he's doing.
All right.
Right?
Okay. There are some allegations about lopsided appointment by the governor. Do you also have a thought towards that? Some persons are saying his cabinet has been bloated with people from this Edo Central and Edo North. That Edo South, where you are the secretary of APC Edo Caucus, you guys have been left behind. Have you been left behind?
It is not true.
Okay.
The governor, as I said before, is a unifying factor. And if you even look at the quantum of commissioners that has been appointed so far, if you check the numbers, we have even more Edo South commissioners than even from Edo Central, Edo North. In my local government, for example, in Oredo, even in Ego, we have two commissioners. Okay. So the governor is a detribalized leader. Okay. He's somebody that whether you are from Edo South, whether you are from Edo Central, whether you are, he sees everybody as one. Okay. He's somebody that is a rallying point. He believes in what you have to offer, not where you are from. And by the special grace of God, with the way it's going now, definitely, because in the past administration, Edo was so divided. You are from Edo Central, you are from Edo North, you are from Edo South. It does not really matter. We from Edo South, we are very grateful for what he has done so far. And look at most of the massive project that is going on. Okpebholo, Oredo. And that is why we need to continuously commend the governor, because of the fact that he does not see Edo Central because he is from Edo Central. He will not say, oh, let me just be developing Edo Central. Okay. Edo South has also gotten their own fair share of development. So we are comfortable with. So for them to say, oh, that Edo South, we are not satisfied with the appointment so far, it is not true. Okay. And secondly, everybody must not be in government. I'm a lawyer. Yeah. I'm a legal practitioner. Yeah. The last administration, as I said before, I was very close to that administration because it was my relation. But I decided to concentrate on my private practice. You can definitely support government, even from your own private. So everybody must not be in government. Okay. So the issue of them saying, oh, that he is not empowering people from Edo, it is not true.
All right. We're pressed for time. Before we go, the governor has celebrated 1 year in office. You have 3 more years to go for the first term. Yeah. The constitution did not say 2 terms. But if you contest again for a second term, the people says you are doing well, you go. He has 3 more years to go. Okay. From your perspective, what would be your own, would I say, advice now? What would you have to tell him for the next 3 years you have in office as the governor of the state? Before we call it a wrap.
Number 1, focus.
Okay.
He's dealing with human beings, not animals.
Right.
We're going to keep complaining. Okay. It does not matter what happens. People will never be satisfied. So the only thing is concentration. Like I said, he's prepared. So he should avoid all distractions from complaints, from even projects that are not done on time. You know, let him keep pressing.
The forthcoming local government election, your take on that as well?
Yeah. Well, my take on that is, let's see. You understand? And he's a good man.
Okay.
And I don't think he's going to do things the way other people have been doing it. He's going to do things right. You know? And so with that, I believe he will do the right thing. Then put the right people in the local government to help his own government to extend to grassroots. If you put the wrong people, you're not going to get the extension of your government, of your project to get to the bottom.
All right.
And so that's my take about
it. Thank you, gentlemen. We're pressed for time. We need to call it a wrap. Thank you, Nusayaba Asemota, APC Secretary, Edo South Senatorial Caucus. Thank you for joining us. And thank you very much, Mr. Egiamo Choi, for also being a part of the show this morning. We'll take a break now to have a conversation one-on-one with the Director General of the National Orientation Agency, NOA. You hear of that agency, but you begin to wonder, what do they do? The DG is here with me. We're going to talk. Stay with us on the show. It's the TMI.